Hello everybody and welcome to this video. Today we're gonna do something special. In a video not so long ago I showed off what commands I use when using Voxer Sniper and did it. And so in this video or perhaps series I will show off what I have built so far using these basic commands and the fact that you can actually do quite a bit with it. So let's get started, And the first map we have is this map that we have that I've submitted to Minecraft Map Extravaganza a couple of weeks ago. It's called the ultimate map of something. So let's get started, shall we? So if you don't know, Minecraft Map Extravaganza is a Minecraft series, where two people, Rage, as we have here, and Hollow, as we're there, show off 3 user-submitted maps every time. And so in this episode I had sent in this map and they looked at it. So that's why this map came to be. I will link the video to where it is in the description below, as well as the download for the map. Let's get started, shall we, at looking at this area. So if you see, we have these swirly walkways going up and up and up, and they're parallel, so there's one on the other side, and then we come to this nice little windmill here with wheat fields, and also a lake right here, which is kind of nice. And then we have two other swirly walkways going straight up to the top, where we have a big wall and a sun kind of thingy. So let's try to get into detail on what I have used for this project. Well, already told you guys, I have been using the same old things as I used in the video I showed. But first off, when I made this map, I made this wall that goes around here. It ended right here. It was just like 5 blocks thick or something. This didn't exist. I built up these I used the block brush for that, and then I used the fill brush to make it all nice and snazzy. And I don't think I used the smooth brush as well. I can see that now. So after that, I thought this is a bit plain when I looked down. I thought these spiraling staircases were kind of cool, so I kept those. I also added small cave places here for 2 statues of both Rage and Hollow to be in, because I thought that would be kind of a neat idea. And also I added this waterfall. After that, I thought this was a bit plain, just being grass down here, so I did add this. And I may be wondering, oh, this looks kind of good, because I think this looks kind of good as well. But how did I add it? Well, I used the copy and paste command. So I just made this half. I made this part of it. I didn't make all the others, because I did that. Then I copied this place. I rotated it 90 degrees, pasted. Rotated 90, pasted. Rotated 90, pasted. And then we had this figurine, which does look pretty good in my opinion. Excuse me. After the waterfall, I was pretty content with the basic shapes of this place, so I started to add all of this cobble and brick, and also of course the leaves around this whole place. And as you see only here on this row, I only have jungle leaves, but on this side I only have oak leaves. So that's how I mix those two up a bit. Should I have done this now? I should probably have mixed the jungle leaves with the oak leaves on both sides. I also added a rim around here with just brick to make it look like it has been carved out and something is put in place for the stone not to fall down. Like, to look like it's a bit man-made rather than it being a bit natural. And then also added the grass, and that made a big difference. And there we go, I had this thing, and I thought, that looks kind of good. Now what do I do now? I thought, and so I added this next layer that is kind of, it's made in basically the same way. Because I made walls up to this point, right here. And then I made the swirly staircases from both sides. I added in the same order, kind of, but so I added some roads, this time with some wood in it and stuff. I will tell you that this was a hazard. The things that I made with my bare hands, like placing all of these stones. How I did this wall is, first time I went through here, I went with my, like, I went with stone. Just looked down kind of and just placed a lot of blocks, blah, 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 the whole way up and around to up there. Next time I went with the bricks, and after that I went with the stone fences. And then after that I went with the leaves. Yes, exactly, the leaves. As you can see here, I did mix up the leaves, and I have a little special trick for if you want to have leaves on place and you wanna mix it up as much as you can. This is my trick for it. So this is what you do: you place jungle leaves, oak leaves, jungle leaves, oak leaves, one of each like this, and then you just go around and you keep on dragging your scroll wheel while you place leaves. So like this. And so it will be kind of random what kind of leaves will be used. So that's how I placed all of those leaves. And then I got up here, I made a wall around and stuff. Down here, back to the ground again. I thought, okay, I have these coven areas here, these caves that are very empty. I need to do something with them. And I looked at this side and I thought, yes, I do want a wheat field. I just saw that directly. I wanted this to be a wheat field. And so I went through this also manually. I went through anyways and hoed every single grass block here and put wheat on it and grew it with bone meal. Yes, I did that. And also in these places where if I remove the light sources here, these, they might actually not pop now because they don't have the update, the lighting update. They won't get an update because they're not growing anymore. But if I destroy this, yeah, as you can see, they are all destroyed. Yeah, like you see. So I had to go around and put some light sources around as well. I thought I want a fancy windmill. I wanted a fancy windmill. And so here it is. My fancy windmill. Look at it. It's so fancy. I think these blades here, I'm kind of happy with those, how they turned out. They look fancy. But the rest of the thing is not too good. But it's good because that hides that everything else looks kind of meh. Which it actually does. So yeah. You can get into the windmill over here, and it looks pretty meh. But it is a windmill, a fancy ass windmill. So there you have it, that. Okay, let's see here. I just show you another thing here. Okay, let's see here. At nighttime, as you see, this wheat field is a bit more fancy than it was before, because I have in random places placed also these light sources. It's not only for the wheat to grow in some places and actually stay there. It is also to be able to light up the area on the nighttime. I actually thought about that. I thought that would be cool, and so I did that. Which it looks kind of cool. It looks kind of cool. I like it. Okay, let's go to the other coven area. Coven area. I don't even know if I can say that. Oh yeah, I had a waterfall there too. It's nothing fancy. It just goes down into the ground and disappears. But it gives a lot of things. Okay. So here we have the next area. We'll put it the other area on the other side, rather. We have our waterfall here, which I made going quite deep, and then I used blocks of coal. So if you look from down below, I don't even know if you can see it or not, but it looks like it disappears into. Well, if you just go up here, I guess. I don't know if you can see it from. I can kind of see it from here, but it looks like it disappears into a very long cave because it's black down there. So I like that. I put some water in here. I called that the earth. Put some water. Put a lake here basically, and some fence around it like this. Same style of fence that I had around this whole place and up these. Placed some trees, made them glowing, and I call it done. Almost. Because there's one little funny thing you can do here. If you go down this waterfall and then go down here and here and here and bam, you're out here. So this waterfall connects to that waterfall, which it's just a small little detail which makes the map look and feel more like thought out and stuff like that, you know. So after doing all of that, I thought, okay, I feel like this area is big enough. What do I do now to make it end? So what I did is make another big wall straight up. This time I made it a wall that you can't actually go on. And so that was to be my ending of my map. But if you look outside, yep, that's it. I also thought after making those walls and placing these trees and stuff like that, I thought this looks still a bit empty, a tad empty. And so the sun came to be. I guess sun. That beacon from down there wasn't there in the beginning. I placed it there after I placed this sun thing. What I did here is I placed a big ball. This is actually a command that I did not show off in, and I can't show off it because I'm on a single player. Well, but there's another command called the hollow command, which is kind of neat. So I placed this big ball here with the regular ball brush. And then I, with my wooden, and then with my wooden axe, I selected the area of this ball, and then I wrote hollow. Bam. And basically what that did is make this whole thing hollow. After that, I used the fourth of it. I used just the fourth of it and placed different blocks in it. I copied the fourth of the circle or of the ball. I stood here and I said I wrote / rotate 90 / paste and kept going so like that until I had my full ball looking snazzy. After that, I also added these chains here from the ball to the sides, so it actually looks like this sun is chained to the area, and that is what is giving it life, kind of. So, anyways, that's the area. That's how I did everything, and how it came to be. Now you may be wondering how long did this took? Wow, really? Wow. Okay, if you look down here in the welcoming book, which is called Fuck Off, because screw you, you can read that this took me, I started rewatching the Game of Thrones series, and I needed something to do in the meantime. So here it is. It took me 2 seasons. And it took me 2 seasons kind of exactly. I started watching the first season. The first episode I watched, only the episode. After that, I wanted something to do in the meantime, and so I started this project. And after that, I kept going while watching Game of Thrones, and it finished right before season 2 ended. That's the sum. So this took about 19 hours to finish, because I worked a bit of it outside of the Game of Thrones as well, but it took about 19 hours to finish. A 19-hour project. And this is how it looks. And I like it. It looks kind of cool. It's one of my better builds. It's not the best build, but because the best build is coming up. I'm working on the best build so far right now with my girlfriend, actually. So yeah, that is coming up. So everybody, that is the video. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like. Consider subscribing. If you didn't like it, then leave a dislike. I guess that's what it's for. If you want to see more of these videos in this kind of series, in this kind of fashion, just leave it in the comments saying that you want more. Yep. That's about that. I hope you all have a nice day, and I'll see you all next time.